Hi, everyone. So I want to do a series of videos on all of the free things you can do on Ancestry.com because a lot of people that I have conversations with don't realize just how much they can do on Ancestry.com for free. One of the most important things that I'll relate to folks is the reminder that you never need to have a trial or a paid subscription to view your Ancestry DNA results. I have talked to so many people who think that once their free trial ends or stop that paid subscription, that they can no longer access their DNA results. And that's false. You can still access your DNA results. You can view new matches that have come in. You can even view messages that your matches have sent to you. And you can send messages to your matches as well. Now, there are some things that you're not able to do without the paid subscription. So for instance, if you click on one of your DNA matches and they have their test attached to a public tree, you won't be able to view that public tree. Now you can ask that match to share their tree with you, and then you will be able to view their tree. So there are some workarounds. And again, I just emphasize to folks that you never need to have a trial or a paid subscription to actually view your Ancestry DNA results. I've talked to so many people who've stopped logging in and looking at their DNA matches and messages because that trial or that paid subscription has ended. Please spread the word and let others know, because I don't think that enough people know that. So what I want to show you today is how you can share your tree, that tree that you built with your previous free or paid subscription. That tree is yours. It continues to be yours under that account. There are several things you can do with that tree. You can continue to access it and add people and details to it. So if you're doing research on another genealogy site like familysearch.org, which is free, and you're finding documents, you can download those documents and add those details to your Ancestry.com tree. You can download your GetCom as a file from Ancestry.com and upload it into other sites. You can sync your Ancestry tree to a program like Family Tree Maker so that you have it offline. And you can invite others to view your tree, even if they don't have a paid subscription. That's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you not only how to invite others to your tree, but I'm also going to show you a way to invite them to where they can actually see what their relationship is to the ancestors that you have in your tree. So this is my tree on Ancestry.com. And if I want to share my tree with one of my siblings, I can go here and click on my father's name or whichever parent I'm adding the sibling for. And I can click this little tool and do plus add a relative. And I can add a child for my father. So this is the field that I want to pay special attention to. You can both add them as a person to the tree and you can invite them to a tree. What happens when you do it like this in this step is that person not only gets an invite to your tree, but they're also added as a profile to your tree. And once they accept the invite, every person that they click on, if they're related to them either by blood or by marriage, it's Ancestry.com will actually show what their relationship is to that person. And I'll show you an example of that. I'm going to go ahead and add their email address here. As you can see, I cannot change their role in the tree from guest to any other role, but there is a different step that you can adjust their access to your tree as well. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that their parents are selected correctly here. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save. Now, if you already have that person added to your tree, I'll tell you a trick. All you have to do is add that person as a new person and then merge them with the existing profile. And that way you've added them by their email address. So you've added them as a profile and invited them to the tree, and you've merged them with their original profile as well. So the next step actually falls on the person that you've invited. They will have received an email from Ancestry.com saying that someone has shared a family tree with them. So they actually have to open up that email and click on view tree. They're going to be prompted at that point, if they don't have an account, to set up a free Ancestry account. If they do have an account, all they have to do is click sign in and then sign in with their account, and they've accepted that tree share. So in this instance, this person does not have an account. So they're going to go ahead and create it here, and they click create account. Now they can not only view the tree, they actually see the labels of who the ancestors are to them. I personally like the pedigree view of the tree. I think it's a lot cleaner format. If they were to click on the profile of a person, it's going to show what that relationship is to them. Even for in-laws, it tells you what the relationship is. So that's one amazing thing you can do for free on Ancestry.com. This is something that I like to share with folks so they realize that even when they are in between a paid subscription on Ancestry, they can still use Ancestry.com for their research and for collaboration with family members. One last thing before I go, if you ever want to adjust that person's access to the tree, either remove it or change them from guest access to editor access, you're just going to click here, go to tree settings, go to the invitations tab, find their email address and change them to either contributor or editor, and mark and change if they can see living people or not. Now, be careful with the access that you provide to folks. You want to make sure that you're only providing somebody with editor access to a tree who has knowledge on how to build out a family tree. Because if you provide them with editor access, they can go in and they can delete relationships, they can delete people, and so forth. So you do want to be careful with who you share editor access with to preserve the sanctity of the research that you've done. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I will be doing more videos on the free things that you can do with Ancestry.com. So please be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Thanks and take care.